Okay, so I had a dream night before last, and it was kind of a disturbing dream. I was trying to talk to a woman, and I realized she had no head. And I was trying to find her eyes, and there was no head in her mouth. And I realized I couldn't speak with her because she had no head. And I woke up, and it was really disarming. And so during the day, I was processing it with God. And basically, what he told me is that if a body doesn't have a head, it's dead. And that's what it was. Without a brain, your brain totally controls the rest of your body. That's why if you're brain dead, you're essentially dead. And the Bible talks about that Jesus is the head of his body, the head of his church. And so what he was showing me through this is that if Jesus, you might believe in Jesus, but if you have never made him your head, if you've never let him become your ruler, so to speak, he's your head. In other words, you're going to do what he says regardless of how you feel. If you do not have that operating in your life, you are essentially dead. You're just a body walking around doing dead works. And Romans very easily says, that the wages of sin is death. So you're just a body just doing what it wants to do. And sin just simply means missing the mark. You're missing the mark because you don't have Jesus as your head, your brain. You're the one that controls the rest of your spirit, soul, and body. So I think this is a real heavy dream, and that if you have never made Jesus your head, and sometimes you need to do it and redo it and come back to that and say, wait a minute, you're my head, Jesus, and you're my king, and not just when it feels good, but even when it doesn't. And I want you to be the head and give direction to my spirit, soul, and body. Because if you don't, you're essentially dead. You're not going to bring forth any life in your life. And that can be very dissatisfying and lead to a very dissatisfying life.